everybody. We have a great topic for you today. And as usual, I'm going to let Carrie talk and I'm going to tag and do all this stuff.
Yes, she's gonna do the tech thing. Hey, buddy. Okay, so who here loves bacon?
Yeah. Who likes bacon?
Right?
Anybody?
Anyone? We love bacon. We eat bacon. Bonnie eats bacon. When I started my health journey many years ago, I thought I was never going to eat another piece of bacon again. Now, who can totally relate to that? We were always told bacon was bad for you. It's got so much fat. It's blah, blah, blah. Now, there are terrible bacon. Okay. You got to read your labels, make sure it's nitrate and nitrite free. So that's a little bit, you got a little tricky. You got to navigate around that. But our grandparents like lived on bacon and they saved bacon grease. Who does that? Who saves bacon grease? I know Bonnie does too. She's got her container. Yeah. Ours is in a glass jar on the counter, and we cook eggs, and we'll cook some greens in it. Oops, sorry, um, uh, but my sister and silly Bonnie, when she comes over, is completely disgusted by that there's bacon grease and that we use it to cook. Again, our ancestors did that, but yeah, we just have been like programmed and told forever that fat is bad and that bacon is bad. And like I said, there is some bad bacon. But what if you could eat bacon and eat all the things that you like to eat or figure out the best versions of the things that you like to eat? Man, who would be excited for that? Me. I'd be so freaking excited. So that's really what we wanted to just laugh about and talk about today. The things that we have in our head that we've been programmed to think. Same with eggs. I mean, I was always told you eat eggs, you're gonna have super high cholesterol. We love eggs. Eggs is such a great source for protein, nutrients, all the things that we need. I mean, I know they're expensive right now, but make friends with a farmer because our local people are selling those like crazy right now for way cheaper. So anyway, this is the kind of thing that we really work with our clients for. Let's figure out what works for you. Let go of what you think you know, or what those diet trends are. Let's like really talk about what exactly is going on, what exactly is nutrients and components of these food items or food, and what works for you. So that's what we're going to be talking about in our masterclass, which we're so excited for.
We are. And it was so interesting this week. We were trying to figure out like, how do we connect what we've been talking about to the master class because it all lines up.
Mhm.
And I know Carrie might feel the same way where I feel like I need a couple more weeks of like, here's a little bit more info till we get to the master class. So you come to the master class, get a little bit of info, and then we're going to talk about what you do with all of this information.
Yeah.
We have actually a couple of people in our 90-day who have said things like, I didn't know I could eat bacon. Isn't that fat bad? Someone else said something about the sugar in grapes and bananas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I hear it all the time.
I was just going to say, I hear it all the time. Yeah. Fruit has become bad. We're talking about sugar. Like, how about if we just focus on Oreos?
Right. Right. Focus on the like added sugars. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that we teach our clients. Like this is one of, I was just showing Carrie that. Like this is what I like to put in my yogurt. Well, on the back side, added sugars 4 grams. That means there's dried fruit in here, so it's been sweetened.
Yeah.
But total is 10 grams of sugar, 2 grams of fiber. So what that means is there's 14 carbohydrates in here. And that's another thing. Carbohydrates, there are no grains in this. There are no starches in this at all. And that's another thing that we hear a lot is, I need to go low carb. They're not talking low carb. They're talking low grain. That word has been thrown around so often that a lot of us don't even know what it means.
And let's be, we need carbs. All right, everybody, you're not cutting out carbohydrates. We want to talk about the macronutrients and why you need them. Like, let's just get back to basics. And then how does this work in real life for you?
Right. because everybody's a little bit different. I mean, as humans, we need certain basic things to survive. But we don't just want you to survive, we want you to thrive. And the difference between survival and thriving is figuring out what unique things you need in your day every day. Any of us over 40, 45, you need a little bit more protein.
Hmm.
You need to make sure you are on your protein and your fat intake. Healthy fats, that's another thing. We just
Yep.
talked bacon, right? And bacon fat. Well, that's not bad for you.
Hmm.
Not our joints need it. You will notice as you age, if you have any arthritic situation, whether it's because of age or rheumatoid arthritis or another painful arthritic condition, you'll notice that if your healthy fat consumption is on point, those joints don't hurt as much.
Yeah.
You don't feel as sluggish. You know how oil is when it thickens up and it's like not even flowing, kind of different from
Mm.
molasses and maple syrup. We want your circulatory system to run like maple syrup, not
Mm.
molasses. And when you have enough healthy fat in your system and enough protein to fuel the circulatory system, your body feels so much better.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah.
I mean, we thought of back to basics mostly because there's so many questions that we get where it's very obvious people are losing track of just the basics.
Yeah.
We're overwhelming ourselves when we really don't need to, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And so many things have been vilified like fat. I mean, when again, like every time I hear healthy fat, like there is a teeny piece of me that, because I did fat free for so long, like that was just a trend. And that's what we were fed. So we just want to cut through all the BS and just really get back to basics. And then if you like the VIP option, we can figure out exactly what works for you.
Right, right. We have a workbook for you to walk through, answer some questions, get some tidbits to really take the things that we're talking about and apply them into your life. And having a little bit of time with us to go over questions that pop up in your head, because they do. Whenever I show up at
Mhm.
any sort of a webinar, workshop, doesn't matter what it is, I always come with pen and paper
Mhm.
because I'm going to have questions.
Mhm.
There's no question about that. I will have questions as we go, and I don't like interrupting. And like I'm one of those people that I'm like,
Mhm.
ask at the end. I won't
Yeah.
ask at the end. I think that's ingrained in me from school. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
you always ask questions, and we've got the workbook so that you can walk through the presentation together with us, learn a bit more information about yourself, and actually be able to implement what you're learning in our masterclass. Because we
Yeah.
love these lives and we love sharing information on these lives, but to be able to have a dedicated amount of time with
I
you
know.
where it's not just you're not just listening to us and commenting or sending us DM afterward, actually talking,
Yeah.
getting immediate answers, clearing up the cobwebs.
Yeah.
Because marketing has given us some freaking cobwebs, you guys. Uploads and rabbit holes.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Yeah. And we want you to have stuff to actually walk away with. I mean, we hate when you go to a master class and you're like, I didn't learn anything. I had no steps. We're gonna give you some steps to walk away with.
So excited. I'm excited about it. I really am, because we've been talking about these disasters. Like last week, we talked about, some of the side effects of doing a detox or a cleanse that's too extreme for your body.
Yeah.
And really tapping into you tapping into you, and becoming besties with yourself so you can figure out what you need.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, so this afternoon, I'm going to come back and go live with my friend Alta. She and I started in the training field at the same time. She stayed in training and she actually specializes in menopause and perimenopause.
Oh.
I reached out to her in January because one of the things that wasn't working for me, not necessarily nutrition, but my workout. So I would get to the
Mm.
day and
Yeah.
I'm exhausted from the day. I'm exhausted from momming. I'm exhausted because the kids aren't Like they're so much better now than they were at that time. But this fall, it was a struggle to keep them in their bed all
Oh,
long. And then both of them would show up and kids, and we got 2 of them.
yeah. And then- Yeah.
So I reached out to her and I hopped into her class, her fitness class 3 days a week. And it's a hard stop. 11:30 to 12:30 Central Time. I am in her class. And I know if I don't show up, I'm going to get a note. Hey, what happened? Someone's going to check in on me.
Yeah.
It's something I needed help with,
Mhm.
and the thing that Carrie and I do really well, and part of the reason we connected together was helping other people, just like you, figure out how to really dial it back, how to get back into those basics.
Yeah.
So that all this drastic stuff that's sending you to the bathroom, that's causing you to feel nauseous all day, that's causing you to feel so weak you can barely move because you're
Yeah.
malnourished.
Yeah. Because you're starving yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because we just eat less, right? Yeah. Mhm. So,
I mean, the chick that hung up on me a couple of weeks ago was pissed off because she was eating 1,000 calories a day at the most. Literally her word, at the most. She's my height. I'm 5'8". Here's my oven. Here's my oven. Well, I'm 5'8" and a half. I'm almost 5.
I used to have on mine, but I'm way shorter than. Like, yeah. Always like in and out, in and out.
Well, it's important because my sister is half an inch shorter than me. So, like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's
that
funny.
half in our world is big.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
I could not survive on 900 1,000 calories a day. And someone somewhere along the way said that that's what she should do.
yeah. Yeah.
The same thing that we're talking about with the bacon fat, with the added sugars and, or sugar in general, and the difference between added versus actual healthy food sugar.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean,
And we're going to talk fiber and balanced meals. Like, don't worry, we're going to make it simple. We're making it simple. So
absolutely.
we're so excited. And if you want the VIP option, want to hang out with us afterwards, get the ebook and get your questions answered, like,
Yes,
we'd be so excited to have you.
we would. We would. We love chatting. We love helping. So that would be an honor to be able to sit with you. Um, and
Yay.
of this. So hopefully we'll see you next week. We will definitely go live tomorrow, or not tomorrow.
My brain.
Live next Thursday before we hop over. So it'll be a little reminder to you that, oh, hey, class is happening in just a little bit. And if you have questions between now and then, feel free to send messages, DM, comment below here, whatever the case may be. And we're happy to answer them. We've
Mhm.
got to play. You kind of have to show up live to do the VIP thing,
Yeah.
but or at least the live Q&A afterwards, the workbook,
Yeah.
and direct message Q&A that's included. But to get direct help, and ladies, it's a lunch and learn.
Yeah.
Lunch while we chat.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. All right, everyone. Questions, ask us. If not, we will see you next week.
bye.